Good evening and welcome. My name is Claire Muñoz and I'm the Charles N. Mathewson Director of Education and Engagement at the Nevada Museum of Art. I'd like to thank all of you for joining us virtually this evening in recognizing the Scholastic Art Award winners of 2021. To say the last 12 months have been anything but extraordinary would be an understatement. Today, we choose to recognize artists who have demonstrated resilience and perseverance despite the incredible obstacles we have faced. While we typically host all of you at the Nevada Museum of Art, we hope that this virtual event gives you time to relax, settle in, and enjoy the ceremony from the comfort of your own home. We're thrilled to be able to honor students in all of Northern Nevada, especially those that live outside of the region and cannot normally get to the ceremony when we host it in person. As the night gets going, we invite you to participate in the celebration. Please join us in recognizing these amazing artists. Like, share, and comment to let them know that you are here watching and cheering them on. With that, let's go ahead and get started. The Alliance for Young Artists and Writers was established in 1923 to identify teenagers with exceptional talent and to bring their remarkable work to a national audience. Such important American artists as Truman Capote, Robert Redford, Cindy Sherman, Andy Warhol, Sylvia Plath, and Reno's own Michael Sarich are among the past award winners. Since 1999, the Nevada Museum of Art has hosted the Regional Scholastic Art Awards for Northern Nevada, and over the course of the past 23 years, we continue to be impressed with the extraordinary talent of our local middle and high school students. We recognize that the Scholastic Art Awards would not be possible without the support of our sponsors, and we give thanks to the City of Reno Arts and Culture Commission, the Nell J. Redfield Foundation, a generous anonymous donor, and the Wild Women Artists for their support of this year's program. Their sponsorship supports the museum's continued effort to host this competition for our outstanding students. At this time, I'd like to invite Megan Berner, the Public Art Program Coordinator for the City of Reno and Staff Liaison to the Arts and Culture Commission, to say a few words. Please join me in welcoming Megan.
Hi everybody, I'm Megan Berner with the City of Reno. The City of Reno and the Arts and Culture Commission are thrilled to support the Scholastic Art Awards. The City of Reno Arts and Culture Commission grants are an investment in the arts that spur economic growth and contribute to a more vibrant community. These grants make meaningful impacts in our community by expanding access to arts and culture across the city for residents and visitors alike. We are pleased to partner with the Nevada Museum of Art to support the Scholastic Art Awards because they highlight the incredible work that our community's young artists are doing. You are the next generation of artists who will leave a mark on this place. The arts contribute to the well-being of our community and are a powerful way to engage citizens and create change. This is important work. As writer Neil Gaiman said, "The world always seems brighter when you've just made something that wasn't there before." In other words, art and creativity allows for us to bring new ideas into and to reimagine the world. That is why your work in the arts is so important to our community. Keep on sharing your creativity and congratulations.
Thank you so much, Megan. For the first time, we're thrilled to partner with the University of Nevada, Reno's School of the Arts to present the 2021 Scholastic Art Awards exhibition. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Debra Moddlemog, Dean of the College of Liberal Arts at UNR.
Good evening. My name is Debra Moddlemog, and I'm the Dean of the College of Liberal Arts at the University of Nevada, Reno. We are so excited to be partnering with the Nevada Museum of Art to sponsor the Scholastic Art Awards and exhibition this year. I want to thank Vivian Zavataro, our Director of the Lilly Museum of Art, and Claire Muñoz and Jackie Dawson of the Nevada Museum of Art for all of their enthusiasm and hard work on building this collaboration and organizing the Scholastic Art Awards for our region this year. For those of you who are artists competing for the Scholastic Art Awards, congratulations on your amazing artistic accomplishment. According to their website, the Scholastic Arts program is the nation's longest-running, most prestigious recognition program for creative teens. You should be applauded for submitting your work to this prestigious program. Whether you decide to build on your current achievement and pursue ambitions to be an artist, or you have other dreams for your future, you have creative brains, So I want to tell you more about our college and why you might want to check us out, whatever path you decide to pursue after high school. Creativity is at the heart of the College of Liberal Arts, whether it's in the innovative classes we offer, the research and artistic work of our faculty, the community programs we sponsor, or even some of our beautiful buildings which have won national design awards. Our college is composed of 13 departments and 2 centers. We teach subjects such as theater, dance, creative writing, literature, Latinx studies, music, religious studies, indigenous studies, Black studies, philosophy, political science, sociology, Spanish, Chinese, history, criminal justice, anthropology, women's studies, and, of course, art. We also offer an applied liberal arts pathway, which is designed to ensure that our students apply what they're learning in class to real-world settings so that they're better prepared for the career they want to pursue after graduation. You can find out more about our college and these programs on our website at unr.edu/liberal-arts. As you can see, our college is quite diverse, and we are also dedicated to helping our students succeed while they pursue their degree and even after they graduate. Our world is entering a time where jobs are going to change rapidly due to new technologies and automation and the new needs of our society. Employers will be seeking college graduates not only with digital and technological skills, but also with human skills. Our college can help students develop both sets of skills, but we are especially well known for the many ways in which we improve students' human-related skills such as communication, creative thinking, an aptitude for empathy, problem solving, and back to this again, creativity. It is now my pleasure to introduce you to Tamara Scronce, our director of the School of the Arts, which is located in the College of Liberal Arts. She is also a faculty member in our Department of Art and an accomplished sculptor. If you're looking for a role model for your artistic interest, you can do no better than to look to Professor Scronce, who is also an award-winning art teacher. She will tell you more about our amazing arts areas at UNR and our eagerness to meet with you in person once we have this pandemic under control. Until then, I want to tell you how much I look forward to viewing your art hanging in one of our exhibition spaces, and congratulations again for your wonderful achievement.
Thank you, Dean Moddlemog, for the flattering and generous introduction. And hello, everyone. My name is Tamara Scronce, and as the Dean mentioned, I'm a professor of art in the Department of Art. I currently have the privilege of serving as the director of the School of the Arts, which includes the departments of art, music, theater, and dance. I get to spend a lot of my time working with some amazing faculty and student artists across all of the disciplines. As the Dean mentioned, we are super excited about the opportunity to partner with the Nevada Museum of Art and the Lilly Museum of Art to bring the Scholastic Art Awards to our campus this year. We've been creating and presenting great art on the University of Nevada, Reno campus for nearly 105 years. That's an incredible thing to think about. And we just keep growing, getting bigger and better, expanding our degree programs, and finding new and exciting ways to foster and encourage the creative activity and talent of the thousands of students that come to study with us. We are all so impressed by the artworks you've created that are being presented in our gallery this year. Congratulations goes out to all of you for the hard work and dedication you've shown to your creative practice that brought you and your families here tonight to celebrate your artworks. I'm only sorry that we can't be together in person to applaud your accomplishments, but I would love to have you back, to have you visit our campus when we can all be together again. I would love to give you a tour of all of our studios and our exciting programs, to introduce you to faculty and some of our students, and I would love to share with you some of our beautiful brand new spaces, such as the Lilly Museum of Art and the cutting-edge 2D and 3D digital technology in our new fabrication lab. I would love to talk with you more about our exciting new BFA in graphic design, but also share with you the other great art studios that have a long history on our campus, including the Black Rock Press, printmaking, painting, photography, ceramics, digital media, and sculpture. We have so much to share across the visual arts disciplines. And as the Dean mentioned, we have fantastic fields of study across the whole College of Liberal Arts. As you already know, the arts are fundamental to the quality of our lives. Creativity, communication, problem solving, and innovation are the lifeblood of art. The arts are truly important to our existence, perhaps more now than ever before. With that, I again offer my sincere congratulations on your accomplishment. Tonight's awards are a really big deal. I want to encourage you to keep making great art. Keep communicating your ideas. Keep using art to express yourselves and the things you care about. We have to make sure the world knows how important the arts are. You are the amazing creative forces that will shape our future. Not only the future of the arts, but of the world we live in. Please reach out to me and come back for a visit. I will happily show you around and introduce you to everyone here. I know they would be excited to meet you. Have a wonderful night, and again, congratulations.
Thank you so much, Dr. Moddlemog. Each year, it's our distinct pleasure to invite a past Scholastic Art Award winner to speak at the ceremony. This evening, we invite Elspeth Summers to join us. Elspeth graduated from Douglas High School in 2011 and is a Scholastic Art Award Gold Key winner. Today, she specializes in cinematic storytelling for both editorial and documentary photography and video. She lives in Reno and co-owns Tweaking Reality Studios, the company responsible for this evening's production.
Art has and always will be our greatest form of communication. Art speaks for those with and without voices. Art moves past the conscious mind into the subconscious. Art channels thoughts, feelings, ideas into digestible, moving conversations. Our humanity, our history, always has and always will be based on these conversations. As artists, creators, and innovators, it is our responsibility to not only share what we see, but to hone our craft and be consistently fearless with our expression. Your art could really be called the conversation of culture. Without art, our world would truly be silent. Today, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about thriving creatively and how you can turn your art, your conversation, into a career. 10 years ago and more, I was going to school at Douglas High School, and like many of you today, I entered and won in Scholastic. This was a really big inspiration for me at the time, and thankfully I had quite a few teachers that gave me the foundation I needed to be successful as an artist. However, even though I had all this passion, it still took a lot of trial and error learning how to translate that passion into a profession. Here are a few things that I have learned being a professional artist for the last 4.5 years. My particular craft being videography and photography. First, your health and well-being is the most important investment you can make in your art. When you're honoring yourself physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, your art will thank you. You will have the space and the confidence to create from a strong perspective when you show up for yourself. Second, it sounds cliche and everyone says it, but practice, 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 practice. Personally, I have had hundreds of hours filming and photographing everything under the sun. I've photographed all sorts of different times of day. I've filmed all sorts of different lighting situations and have not been shy about putting myself in every scenario because your practice is what builds your foundation. But also practice should sometimes end in failure. Your practice does not always have to be shared, and that's okay. I can speak from experience. There have been times where I have fumbled on important paid projects, but I will never make the same mistakes again. Third, ride the waves. There will be times when things are stagnant, when you don't feel creative, when the art isn't flowing as well. But know the seasons always change and the art will always return. Lastly, know your worth. Once you feel confident in the practical abilities of your skills, you need to start charging for your services. And you can do this a few ways. You can charge hourly rates, you can charge flat rates, but either way, know that what you charge is what you will get paid for. There are people out there just waiting to purchase your art, to collaborate with your art, to hear your conversation, connections just waiting to be made. And if I have learned anything with being a professional artist for the years that I have, is that the energy, the dedication, the passion, and the love that you put into your craft, into your art, into your career, into your business will always be returned. It does take faith and it does take trust, but you can trust yourself and you can trust your art. The world needs it. You can have a career in art. It is possible. Overall, my advice would be find your voice, find your art, start your conversation. We are all so excited to see what you have to say.
Thank you very much for speaking with us tonight, Elspeth. This year, students from across Northern Nevada submitted over 1,200 works of art to the Scholastic Art Awards competition. Work was judged blindly by a diverse panel of local artists and art professionals. The panel looked for work that exemplified creativity, technical skill, and the emergence of a personal vision. Our jurors selected 125 individual pieces and 7 portfolios to receive the Gold Key Award this year. A selection of these Gold Key works are on display at Shepherd Contemporary, located in the Church Fine Arts Building at the University of Nevada, Reno, through March 5th. All Gold Key works from the Northern Nevada region go on to compete in the National Medal Competition, with Gold Key Award winners from across the nation. Stay tuned, as National Medal recipients will be announced on March 17th. In addition to our Gold Key Award winners, we also recognize students with Silver Key Award. The Silver Key works demonstrate skill, originality, and personal vision, and were determined by our panel of judges to be competitive and worthy of recognition at the regional level. 197 individual submissions and 14 portfolios were selected for Silver Key Awards for outstanding achievement at the regional level. And finally, in reviewing all submissions, the judges identify work that is recognized in the honorable mention category. This work demonstrates exceptional creative potential. 309 individual submissions and 10 portfolios were selected for honorable mention this year. Both our Silver Key and honorable mention works will be represented in a digital slideshow at both the Shepherd Contemporary at UNR and the Nevada Museum of Art. Each year, the panel of judges review portfolios submitted by seniors and nominate a handful of individuals whose work demonstrates exceptional talent. These seniors will receive a $1,000 scholarship. This year, 4 students have been selected to receive recognition and the scholarship for their Gold Key portfolios. First, we recognize Trevor Castillo, a senior at Carson High School who's taught by Kara Farron. Trevor is winning a scholarship for his portfolio, Color Psychology.
My name is Trevor Castillo. I'm a senior at Carson High School. I submitted a portfolio called Color Psychology to the Scholastic Art Awards, and I won a Gold Key for it and a scholarship. I was really stoked about it. I put a lot of work into this portfolio. I won an award last year, and I felt like I didn't really work as hard for it, so I decided this year I really wanted to put some time and some effort into the work that I was putting in. And I spent a good 2 or 3 months coming up with the ideas and planning and shooting. And I found, I think, the perfect way. It was one of the only projects I've ever done where I've had the image in my head of what I wanted to happen and actually had the product look very similar, almost exactly like how I wanted it to turn out. I was really stoked about that, and I really had to go out of my comfort zone with what I did because I'm normally not like a very artistic and creative person. And so this project taught me a lot about like how you could put emotion and portray them in photography. I'm actually colorblind, and I did my entire portfolio on like how colors and emotions associate with each other, and how well and like the certain things that you can do to tweak just a little bit to make emotions really pop out of a photo and really make people feel certain ways. And I'm really thankful for the people that like helped me, and like the like psychologists that I talked to, and like how they told me that I could like push emotions through photos just through like facial expressions and body language and stuff like that. And it was really useful. And thank you to my teachers that helped me out and were guiding me along the way and told me like what was good and what wasn't, and just gave me like a clear path to what I wanted to accomplish.
Savanna Guidos is a senior at Reno High School. Savanna is taught by Brian Bolton and is being recognized with a scholarship for her portfolio, Expressions from Within.
Hi, my name is Savanna Marin Guidos, and I'm an artist that I love photorealism. So far, I've done mostly color pencils, but my first painting is one that's very important to me, and it's called The Colors of Letting Go. And with my painting, The Colors of Letting Go, I'm really practicing forgiveness and hoping that through my art, others can do the same. One thing that inspired my portfolio is since the title is Expressions from Within, it's more about, since I love portraits and people, and especially eyes, I really wanted to capture that in people and capture their spirit, but also it's my way of connecting to other people, since the Expressions from Within is more about also the portraits I've done for people who's lost family members. That's become really special to me. I do really want to thank all the people that have supported my art. As being an artist, it's hard to get a lot of people's support. Many people discourage that and automatically think that you're not going to amount to much. But since I've had a lot of help from teachers and a lot of encouragement from my family, I've been able to keep going. Without that, I don't know if I would be able to. So I really appreciate all the encouragement I've got.
Kate Hughes-Baird is a senior at Proctor Hug High School and is taught by Elena Kosian. Kate is winning 2 scholarships, one for her portfolio, Faces, and one for her second portfolio, Prints.
Between creative and non-creative pursuits. I have always loved to learn, no matter the subject, and I enjoy experimenting with that variety. For me, art stands out among other subjects. Most art activities drain my focus and energy. Artistic pursuits amplify my concentration and restore my energy, motivating me both artistically and otherwise. I can lose myself for days working on the most minute details of an artistic project, pushing for the perfect embodiment of an idea. In contrast, most other activities require great patience and diligence for me to perfect. Artistic and non-creative pursuits do not have to be separated, though. Creative elements bring life and complexity to scholarly and practical projects. From a well-designed website to a scientific diagram, combining artistic expression and scholarly investigation makes it possible to communicate many complex and specialized subjects easily and effectively. This marriage of artistic and intellectual interests is something I have always loved and something I hope to pursue in the future. Thank you.
Blayke Schuler is a senior at Douglas High School and is taught by Zoe Shorten. Blayke is being recognized with a scholarship for his portfolio, Inner Self.
Hi, I'm Blayke Schuler. I'm in 12th grade and I go to Douglas High School. First, I'd like to thank all those who have honored me with this award and recognizing me for my passion. Next, I'd like to thank both my art teachers, Miss Shorten and Miss Oriole, along with my fantastic family, friends, and beautiful girlfriend. Everyone in my life has supported me in my art, even when I felt like calling myself an artist was being a fraud. This recognition has given me a great confidence in my the skills I built to tell both my story and stories of others. I make my art to look past gender and race and to make people feel more beautiful without those stereotypes. I make art for people who are discriminated against for things that are out of their control. And as a queer person with mental illness, my passion is equality and to stand up for those in these uncertain times. I'd like to tell each and every one of you that you are valid, you're special, and you're capable of great things, and that I'm happy to see you today. Thank you so much.
Congratulations to our scholarship recipients. From the Gold Keys, judges were asked to select 5 Best in Region works. These 5 artworks also go on to compete at the national level, where just one is selected to be the American Visions medalist for Northern Nevada. The American Visions nominated works are showcased at the museum through March 5th. First, I'd like to introduce Daphne Ariola Gonzalez, a senior at Proctor Hug High School taught by Elena Kosian. Congratulations to Daphne on receiving the American Visions nomination for your sculpture, Burbujas.
My piece is named Burbujas, which is Spanish for bubbles. I chose to name it in Spanish because growing up as a child, I'd only speak Spanish and I was really immersed in my culture. And it is my native language, so it just felt right. I was very inspired with this piece by my childhood and just the nostalgia of being a child in the summer. Some of my favorite memories growing up were playing with my cousins and my siblings in the summer. And one of my favorite activities was having like bubble blowing competitions, which is what inspired me with this piece. I really wanted to capture that childlike wonder and the short-lived moments of childhood that we have. Just like childhood, bubbles don't last forever, which is something that I truly wanted to capture. When making this piece, I faced many challenges. I had to consider many factors in order to really capture the appearance and the movement of bubbles. For example, the size of it I had to take into account because I didn't want it to be too heavy, and I really wanted it to look as realistic and close to life size as possible. I also wanted to have the colors really show the childlike wonder that we grow up with, as colors were so bright and colorful, and I felt like we saw the world to be very more dreamy and vibrant, and I really wanted to reflect that in my work. I wanted to thank with my piece my lovely art teacher, Mrs. Koshin. She has really inspired me and motivated me and given me so much support for many years with art. So I'm very glad that she has motivated me. And I'm also really thankful to all my family and friends who have shown their support throughout these difficult times. It truly means the world for me. And I'm super thankful to Scholastics as well for this opportunity. It truly means the world. Thank you.
Next, we recognize Kenna Ashton, a sophomore from Robert Mcqueen High School taught by Sky Snyder. Congratulations to Kenna for your drawing confidence.
Hi, I'm Kenna Ashton. I'm a sophomore at Mcqueen High School, and I've been drawing pretty much my entire life. I was born with a genetic condition called ectodermal dysplasia, and because of that, I've always had really pointy and spaced out teeth. And that's really had a negative impact on my confidence and my social skills growing up. And I never wanted to talk to new people because I was afraid that they would judge me based on what I looked like. So instead of making friends, I started making art at a really young age. And now, as I start a new piece, I find myself wanting to draw the most confident and bold people that I can think of, because that's the type of person that I've always wanted to be. I think that art has really helped me become more sure of myself and more confident, because when I finish a piece that I really like, I know that it's something that I can be proud of and that other people can appreciate as well. And as I look at this beautiful thing that I made, it makes me kind of less insecure, because my insecurities don't matter in that moment. And so it's really an honor to be nominated for such a prestigious award. It's amazing, thank you.
Now I'd like to introduce Annabelle Choi, a junior at Davidson Academy, taught by Rebecca Coleman. Congratulations to Annabelle for your architecture submission, Biophilic Rooftop Workspace.
Hi, my name is Annabelle Choi, and I go to the Davidson Academy. I'm in 11th grade. So the average person spends about 87% of their time in buildings, and probably most of the rest of their time in cars and streetscapes. That's pretty insane. Even though we kind of intuitively know that architecture surrounds us all the time, it's still crazy to think about how much of a constant the built environment is in almost all of our experiences. When you look at a typical day, a lot of us will wake up at home, go to work at an office, eat at a restaurant, or maybe even go on a walk at a park, a carefully designed, perfectly pruned park. For most people, the time we spend in built environments has only increased this past year. Point is, even when we're outdoors, built environments are rarely out of view. And yet, the majority of these modern buildings we spend all this time in just aren't really built for humans. To clarify, think about your typical mass-produced cinder block office building. It's ugly, adds nothing to the cultural heritage of any city, and it's actually really, really bad for you. I looked into this a little bit and found a ton of research about how when these buildings limit factors such as natural sunlight, fresh air, visual stimulation, and greenery, they are creating environments that decrease productivity, make people feel depressed and angry, and actually lead to a whole host of other physical and mental issues. My school doesn't really have an art program, but this was such a crazy revelation that one day over the summer, I decided that I wanted to try to redesign a workspace to do the opposite. A place that actually enhances the quality of occupants' lives while they are working there. Through my research, I decided one of the best ways to do this was to use the basic principles of biophilic design, which is a concept built on the fact that humans thrive in environments with natural elements. Because of this, I wanted to include plenty of natural sunlight, fresh air, running water, and lots of greenery in my model's design. I also wanted to design the workplace as an open area to encourage people to interact with each other and move around throughout the day. Humans are social creatures and shouldn't be spending 8 hours a day locked in boring, dumb little cubicles that cut out all human interaction. If architecture is everywhere all the time, I want to see a future where beautiful, unique buildings made to enhance rather than damage people's health is the norm. Thank you so much for your time. I really, really appreciate being here, and I'm so grateful to have gotten to share these ideas with you.
Congratulations to Annabelle for your architecture submission, Biophilic Rooftop Workspace. Next, Jonah Dees, a junior from Reno High School, taught by Craig Muntzi. Congratulations to Jonah on your nomination for digital art submission, Realign. Jonah's work was also selected as this year's image for the Gold Key exhibition postcard, which you hopefully received in the mail.
Hi, I'm Jonah Dees. I'm 17 and I'm a junior at Reno High School. I wanted to say thank you for this American Visions Award nomination. It means a lot and I'm super excited to be here. My piece is titled Realign, and if you couldn't tell already, it's a self-portrait. And this piece was started because my art teacher at school gave us a self-portrait assignment. And basically I had no idea what I was gonna do about this assignment, so I just started drawing and spent a lot of time, and I really ended up loving it. So I'm really happy with how it turned out. And at the end, I realized that this piece was about nature, rediscovery, and reconnecting. Basically, I've always been a creative person. I've always loved art, and art has always been a necessity in my life and will always be a necessity in my life. And besides just drawing and doing art, I like to play piano, I like to sing, and I like to write songs. So being creative is really, really important to me, and it's something I probably couldn't live without. A piece of advice I'd like to give to other young artists in the area, and if I could give to my younger self, it would be to be genuine with my art and just be a genuine person and be expressive without the overwhelming fear of criticism, and be open to all different types of styles, mediums, and expressions in your art. Thank you so much for having me, and I hope to see you guys again next year. Thank you.
And finally, I'd like to introduce Brock O'Brien, a senior from Fernley High School, taught by Chad Rice. Congratulations, Brock, for the nomination of your painting, Picture Perfect.
Hi, my name is Brock O'Brien. I'm a senior at Fernley High School. I have been painting for almost all my life. I started painting when I was really young, mostly due to my mom. She was an artist, and she got me into it and taught me what she knew, and I kind of took it from there. I started learning anywhere I could, and my teachers at my school helped me, and I started to get really good at a young age, and my teachers and friends started to notice that, and I started to evolve into what I do now, which is oil painting, which I love more than anything, but I also love the drawing aspect of it, which I tend to do on my free time, which I don't really show people, but I do that more. And the stuff that I show people are my oil paintings that I do for school or competitions or just for myself. And for the painting that won, the Picture Perfect, what I did at the beginning of quarantine, it was actually for a school assignment. I was very stressed and had a lot of anxiety at the time, so I tend to paint when I get in states like that. So I sat down for like 5 to 7 hours in my room, didn't leave, and I painted, and it turned out really good. My family was proud of me, and I got, of course, a really good grade on the assignment, and I honestly didn't really like the painting, but everyone else liked it. People saw something in it that I guess I didn't see, which tends to happen a lot. And I did a person of color just because I found it a little bit more challenging, and I was challenging myself at the time. And I thought that was a good thing to do based off what was happening in the world at the time. And my teacher, I wasn't gonna put that painting in, but my teacher encouraged me, and I was like, well, I wasn't sure, but he made me. And I did, and it actually won the American Visionary nominee, and I was honestly very surprised, and he was not so surprised, but it was my first American Visionary nominee, and I still can't believe I got this far. I didn't think I could get this far, but I'm very proud, and I know my parents and my family and my teachers are proud.
Congratulations to these 5 students for outstanding achievement this year. Each year, the Wild Women Artists have provided an Emerging Artist Award annually to one exceptional young woman. It gives me great pleasure at this time to introduce Kathleen Durham from the Wild Women Artists.
Hi, I'm Kathleen Durham, and I'm with the Wild Women Artists Association. We are a group who organized about 25 years ago to support each other and put on shows together. We work in all mediums, and at every show, each artist donates a piece of art to be raffled off for the Wild Women Emerging Artist Award. So our recipients are just an amazing bunch of women. Our first recipient teaches art in a high school in Washoe County, and most of the others are also art professionals, successful, and they have exhibited often with the Wild Women. Our recipient this year is a very talented sculptor from Hug High. Her name is Kate Hughes Baird.
Thank you so much, Kathleen, and all of the Wild Women, and congratulations to you, Kate. Every year, we have the pleasure of working with an incredible group of people who dedicate their time and energy to support, challenge, and encourage our kids. Today, we are honored to publicly recognize our Northern Nevada teachers for all that they do to support their students. This past year has brought unprecedented challenges to our students and to our teachers who have had to stretch and bend in ways they never imagined. The incredible dedication and enduring commitment to our children is something we have been privileged to witness over time and especially over the course of the last year. In particular, today we recognize our middle and high school art teachers who continue to inspire, motivate, and connect with their students during some of the most difficult and most joyous moments of their adolescence. It gives me great pleasure this evening to recognize one exceptional teacher for her incredible efforts. Jaime Shaffer from Churchill County High School is being recognized for her dedication to excellence in the arts by the quality of work produced by her students. Her students received a total of 76 awards this year. It is my honor to present Jaime with a gift certificate from Blayke Art Materials. Thank you, Jaime, for all that you do.
2020 proved to be a difficult year for all of us. The importance of the arts became even clearer during these challenging times of school closures, lockdowns, and distance learning. We relied on movies, music, art, and entertainment, all industries that engage the creativity that you see represented here in our talented students. So few of our students have the opportunity to engage in art making until their middle or high school years, and there tends to be an overarching idea that art isn't important. We see this represented in the lack of arts education in the elementary schools. Now more than ever, I remind our students and parents that we need to be vocal about the importance of the arts in our communities and schools. The arts are what got us through these tough times and what will continue to help us heal and reflect on what we have experienced. My goal as a teacher is to encourage my students to pursue their passion, to help them recognize their talents, and to build their confidence. Encouraging creativity helps students in all aspects of their education. It teaches us that small changes can have the greatest impacts. It teaches us that problems can have more than one solution. It shows us that a painting or a sculpture can be a call to action, a call for an increased focus on how art can shape our world.
Thank you again, Jaime. I truly have enjoyed watching you engage with and motivate your students over the past several years. And now, before we say goodbye, I have two reminders. Please visit the Shepherd Contemporary at UNR to see the Gold Key works and the Nevada Museum of Art. These exhibitions will be on view at both venues through March 5th. The Nevada Museum of Art offers free general admission to all high school students all of the time. And with that, thank you for joining us. I'd like to congratulate all of our award-winning recipients and thank all of you for being here tonight. Thank you and have a wonderful night.